Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name's Osirus and today we're going to go over the best EXP and money farming methods whether you're in the early, mid or post game of Legends Z-A. During your time in Lumiose City, there's at least two things you're always going to need more of: money and EXP. Whether you're stocking up on Pokeballs and potions, buying new outfits at one of the many boutiques, or purchasing an obscene amount of vitamins to power up your Pokemon for the next online ranked battle, one thing's for sure, you're going to need a fat chunk of bread to do all of this. And alongside all of these money problems you have, you still need to think about leveling up your team or how quickly you can get that newest member of the squad ready for that next promotional match on your quest to save Lumiose from complete disaster. What I'll be covering in today's video goes over the most efficient ways to combine money and EXP farming in one method so you can do this no matter where you are in your playthrough. Now there are some variations to this method as you progress through the game, but I'll cover all of the information you need at each specific time to make it as quick, fast and effective as possible. The first thing I would recommend to maximize this method would be getting level 3 red, gold and pink canary plush items. The red increases the amount of EXP you receive, the gold increases money dropped, and the pink maximizes the amount of mega shards you gain from breaking mega crystals around the city. All three are going to be helpful in this process. These canary plush items can be obtained from the NPC outside of the Racine Construction Company, located here on your map. You will need 48 colorful screws to max out all three of these canary plushes to level 3. And even if you're in the early game, you'll be able to find all the colorful screws around Lumiose that you will need to max them all out. If you're struggling with locations, I have a full video here on the channel, which will be linked down in the description below, which you can check out and help you with this process. Now for money farming, EXP farming, we'll start in the early game. Firstly, to do this effectively, you will at least need to be in rank W. Hitting this rank allows Pokemon up to level 35 to obey you, which is important for this next step. After hitting rank W, take a trip to Wild Zone 2. In here you'll be able to find an Alpha Magikarp, which is going to be a key to making money farming and EXP grinding in your early game. Once you're at Wild Zone 2, head in, and if you look to your right, you'll see the Alpha Magikarp will be located on the opposite bank on your right. To get to it, cross the first and second bridges you come to, and head around the bank to the right until you get to the Alpha Carp. Now you want to try and catch it. You will have access to Great Balls at this stage of the game, so you want to try and get those. And if you've been exploring Lumiose, you might have come across Ultra Balls, which are going to be even more helpful in this situation. And a good tip here is you can maybe even save the game before starting the encounter. So if you do fail it or if things go wrong, you can just restart the game and come back to it until you have caught it. Once it has been captured, first thing you want to do is check its nature. If it's an adamant nature, you can skip this next step. And you'll also notice as well, if you toggle down on the right analog stick on its stats screen, it will have 252 HP EVs, along with it having 3 perfect IVs. And these are just bonuses that you get for catching any alpha Pokemon in and around Lumiose City. Now, if the Alpha Magikarp that you've just caught hasn't got an adamant nature, I would then suggest heading to this location just north of the Rouge Sector 1 on your map. From Pokemon Cafe Me, you can head in this direction, and when you get to the place we've marked on our map, you will find these vendors. All the floralists in this area will sell nature mints for 20,000 Pokédollars. You will want to speak to the first one you come to, who will sell you an adamant nature mint, which you can give straight away to your Magikarp. Then evolve it into Gyarados and change its moveset to Waterfall, Crunch, Ice Fang if you have the TM for it, which you get given from Mabel after completing Research Level 7. And finally Twister. Once this is done, head to the nearest Pokemon Center, stock up on potions and full heals, and go to the nearest bench, turning day to night so the Z-A Royale begins. If you have any teammates you want to level up at this point, make sure they are in your party with Gyarados as your main. Now as you're at rank W, all trainers in the Z-A Royale will be a maximum of level 20, meaning Gyarados will be able to literally whomp even Pokemon that take resisted hits from it. The idea is to take on as many trainers as possible before dawn. Make sure you pick up any gold coins along the way, as these will increase the amount of money you will get at the end. To optimize this strategy, you want to try and consistently hit over 30 battles in one night, which will then mean your coin multiplier is maxed out at ×3. Just so you know, going to 40, 50 or 60 battles won in one night won't increase this multiplier any more than ×3. But the more battles you can do means you'll get more EXP and more coins in return. My first run after getting Gyarados took me 20 minutes. I finished 28 battles, collecting 1,925 coins, which give me a 2.5 times multiplier, and meant I received 72,000 Pokédollars. And my team collectively on top of this leveled up 27 levels across the board, which isn't bad. I then repeated this for another 20 minutes, this time hitting 31 battles won, getting that 3 times multiplier, which gave me 114,000 Pokédollars, and my team collectively went up another 20 levels across the board in total. This meant the team was now in the early to mid 30 level range, which for this point in the game is well set up for the promotional matches and other battles we have to face. So with just 2 runs in the Z-A Royale using this Alpha Gyarados that I've caught, I've already acquired a team that's going to be quite comfortable and taking me all the way up to rank F at this stage in the game. And with 200,000 Pokédollars in the bank, there's not much that I can't actually pick up in game if I needed it. So this is a perfect method for you in the early stages of the game when you haven't quite unlocked some of the other facilities that you get as you progress. Now we'll move into the method and evolve it as we get into the mid game. Once you hit the mid game and hit rank F, you'll then have access to Mega Evolution, as well as the ability to spend Mega Shards you collect around Lumiose City at the Quasarticore Inc. building. If you need a guide on the best paths to farm Mega Shards, we also have a video detailing this on the channel, and it will be also linked down in the description below. Now, alongside Mega Stones that you can buy using your Mega Shards collected around Lumiose City, you can also purchase small EXP candies, which is actually another really good method outside of the Z-A Royale to quickly farm EXP. In around 15 minutes using the routes that we've detailed on the channel, you can max out your Mega Shards at 999, which then can be used to purchase 124 small experience candies from the Quasarticore Inc. building. So anytime after you unlock this facility and you need quick EXP, this is a really solid method for doing it. What I'm going to detail next is a way to utilize this method to use now and start getting your endgame money and experiencing farming methods set up. So once you've hit rank F or you're at rank F, all Pokemon level 60 and below will obey you. To take full advantage of this, what we're going to do is firstly head to this location in the blue sector 9. Head to the Café Soleil, and from here head in this direction until you reach some scaffolding that will take you up on the rooftops. The plan here is to catch an Alpha Dratini, not only because it's going to have 252 EVs already when we catch it, but it's also going to have those 3 perfect IVs that are just going to make it a bit more optimal for this process. So once you're on the rooftop from the scaffolding, you'll want to follow my directions up these slopes until you reach this bridge, which is located here on your map. Once here, if you look into the distance this way, you will see a Dratini on the opposite rooftop to where we're standing. And if it's not an alpha, you can simply walk away across the bridge until you see it despawn, and then return to the same area where a new one will spawn on the rooftop. You just want to repeat this process until an Alpha Dratini spawns, and then head over to catch it. Again, probably worth saving before you start the encounter in case you fail it, so you can just restart the game and guarantee yourself this Alpha Dratini. This Dratini will be at level 39, again like the Gyarados. If it's not an adamant nature, go and pick up an adamant mint from the vendors in the Rouge Sector 1 and change its nature to adamant, so this just ensures that its physical attacks are going to be hitting as hard as possible. Then if you haven't done this already, go and farm enough Mega Shards to max your bag out, and go to the Quasarticore Inc. and buy as many candies as you can, which for 999 Mega Shards will be around 124 small candies. Next, give these to the Dratini, and that will take its level up to around 51. You want to repeat the process of farming Mega Shards and getting small candies so you can get the Dratini up to level 55, and then you can fully evolve it into Dragonite. Next in this setup, we need to go and complete side mission number 28 to get the Silk Scarf item, which boosts any normal type attacks when a Pokemon is holding this item. This side mission is located here on your map, and once you get to this location, you'll have to battle the NPC who has 3 normal type Pokemon but aren't anything over level 30. Once he's defeated, for your reward, you'll receive the Silk Scarf item, which you can then attach to Dragonite. And this Dragonite will be the one we end up using even in the post game for any Z-A Royale runs. The aim is to just keep leveling it up as we go and get deeper into the game, to the point where it hits eventually level 100 to maximize its effectiveness in each and every run that we do. The main reason Dragonite is used for this method is because of how incredibly strong its extreme speed attack can be. You can speed up your runs, snipe trainers very quickly, and just end battles quicker than a lot of other Pokemon. So once you've trained your dragon up exactly like the one we've got on screen right now, head to the nearest bench, turn day to night, and enter the Z-A Royale. At rank F, the trainers you will face are a maximum of 34, so your level 55 Dragonite should have no trouble at all defeating all trainers and Pokemon you face single-handedly. Again, just make sure you have plenty of potions and full heals before you start the run. In around 15 minutes, I was able to run through 33 trainers with Dragonite getting the 3x multiplier bonus, giving us 139,000 Pokédollars. On top of this, to show the amount of EXP you can get from a similar run, put a level 5 Floette in alongside Dragonite, and it ended up hitting level 38, with Dragonite leveling up to 58. Even when I hit rank C, I was using this strategy to level up my team and also get Pokédollars for Megastones, clothing, and other game items, which was really useful to maximize my experience and just making things that little bit easier. Here is a run where I was able to complete 48 battles in one night, leveling my team up to the mid-50s, as well as receiving nearly 200,000 Pokédollars in one single night. And this method finally evolves when you get to the post game. The main aim is of course to try and get Dragonite to level 100. In the post game you will actually also have access to EV and IV training, which we can do to maximize the effectiveness of Dragonite. The first thing that we'll want to do is clean up the EVs. Along all of these battles you've done with Dragonite, it's going to have EVs all over the place. So to do this, come to the Rust Syndicate building here on the map and speak to the NPC behind the desk on the left after entering the building. For 5 Mega Shards, you can remove all of the EVs on any Pokemon that you give to this lady. That means when we do with Dragonite, any EVs that it's gained from the battles we've done, they'll all be removed. Once they have been removed, head to the nearest Pokemon Center and buy 25 HP ups, 25 proteins, and give these to Dragonite, as well as 2 health feathers and 2 muscle feathers. And this will mean you have maxed out its HP and attack EVs. If you have any bottle caps or gold bottle caps, which you can get from completing Pokedex research tasks, you can also hyper train Dragonite's IVs at this point. You just want to head to the Justice Dojo located here on the map. And once you're in the courtyard, turn to the right, speak to this NPC who will hyper train any Pokemon above level 50. The post game as well, it's probably worth tweaking Dragonite's moveset. So it has Fire Punch, Dragon Rush, Extreme Speed, and Earthquake. If you don't have Earthquake, pick an option that you've got access to that you feel gives you the best coverage against a lot of the Pokemon that you're going to be facing. Now, if you're wanting to farm EXP even better than you were before, by getting to the post game, you've unlocked side mission 109, a wondrous self-healing Pokemon. To activate this, come to the Vernal Pokemon Center after the exclamation mark here shows up on your map. This Nurse Joy will ask you for a battle, and once it's complete, you will receive a lucky egg as your reward. This can be attached to any Pokemon you are taking into the Z-A Royale to level up, and they'll receive additional EXP each and every match that you complete. And just for an example, I did a run of 39 battles in one night with Dragonite and received 183,000 Pokédollars, and had Greninja in my party who was holding the lucky egg, which leveled up from level 39 to 62, which is a whopping 23 levels in around 15 minutes, which isn't too bad. So if you've done any of these methods in the process of your playthrough, you're going to be really set in the post game to easily farm money in EXP whenever you want. You've got the side option of farming Mega Shards for the small, medium, and large EXP candies that become available in the post game. But I do honestly think the Z-A Royale is probably the most optimal way to combine the two of EXP farming and money farming in the game that we've got access to. If anything in this video has helped you out in your playthrough or just improved your experience, do consider leaving a like on the video. It does really help. Do share around as well with people that you know that might be playing through and having a bit of a harder time farming either of these two things, and do subscribe to the channel as well to stay up to date with all of our Pokemon Legends Z-A content. Thank you so much for tuning in, friends. Have a great rest of your day, keep enjoying Legends Z-A, and I'll see you all in another video very soon. So until then, take care and bye bye.